Alright, so now that you have a username and password, we can start working out some of the details of the discussion forum. Now this should be really easy. This discussion forum was made for anyone to participate, and so you guys who are about to get college degrees should have no problem with this. But still, I wanted to give you a basic overview just to jumpstart you, because this is a 6-week session. It's going to be a fast-paced, you have to learn quickly, and so if you're struggling at all, hopefully you can review this video and learn some new things. Alright, so again, just a reminder, this is where we're going to do most of our work. So almost everything that you need for class is going to be here. The only thing that you don't have are your quizzes. But even here, and you're going to find later on once the quizzes are available, there's going to be a board up here that has quizzes. You'll be able to access them there. Let's just do a basic overview. So first of all, this is your home page, and obviously you've already hit the login button to get here. Hopefully you have anyways. There's a few links that I want to draw your attention to first. We have our calendar link. And our calendar link, right now I don't have a lot of stuff in there, but you can click on some events. It says, alright, welcome to class, your first day of class, here's what you need to do, so on and so forth. Again, you don't necessarily need the calendar too much because we have all of the days sort of laid out here, so you'll know exactly what you need to do every day. But this is kind of a nice reminder. The other link is your profile, and on day one I want you to update your profile. And so there's a few things that you can do. You can first click on the link and hit edit profile, and there's lots of things you could do here. Now I want you guys to find a small picture to upload, so you simply click upload, select an image, and of course I don't have any pictures right now that are small enough or that I have access to, I don't think. Yeah, they have to be below 1 megabyte, and so you might have to shrink them down or do something to get it smaller, but work on that. That's something that you should be able to do by now. So get a really small image, 1 megabyte, upload it. Just for now, I'm going to use my avatar. But yeah, for this class, I really want to get to know you, and the best way we could do that is have a little picture of you next to your post, so that way I can associate your image with your ideas. Alright, you could come around. Yes, we'll leave this page. Some other things you could do, you could add information about yourself, so you could put your display name, and so here's the name that I want you, or that you want me to call you. And so you can put just your first name or your first and last name, however you want to do it. And you can update your information here. Here's your location. If you have a website you want to plug, you could throw that up there. If you want to have a little signature, your signature at the end of all your posts, we'll have this. Yeah, that's about it for that. You can add, if you click on the social media tab, you can add a link to your Facebook, link to, if you use Google+, LinkedIn would be a really good place. This would be a really good place to share LinkedIn. If you're a Twitter user, if you want to share YouTube, all of that stuff is available. I don't know, does anyone still use AOL Instant Messenger? Anyways, we can move on. Your settings, there's a few things you can change here. If you want to show your signature, you can change that. You can change the theme. Actually, you can't. I only have one available. Yeah, but there's all sorts of stuff that you can add here, and you can change this at any time, so that'll help as well. Your privacy settings. You might want to switch this to members only if you don't want people to look at you. If you don't click members only, then when outsiders come, they can click on members and see you. So I highly suggest you move that over to members only. But don't make yourself invisible, because I want to be able to see you. You need me to see you to give you a grade. Again, you can share this. Definitely don't share your email with everyone. If you don't want to share it with your classmates, you can switch this to share with staff only. If you don't want people to know you're a boy or a girl, you can change all of that stuff. So pretty flexible stuff here. And then here's the biggest one. I really want you to think about the notifications. Now you definitely do not, oops, what happened here? You do not want to select all, because then whenever someone posts a link or a message or replies to you or anything, you're going to get an email. Your email is going to be flooded. You don't want that. But you might want to, for example, get an email if someone sends you a personal message. And I'll show you what that means a little bit later. But if someone sends you an email here, if you don't have that checked, you won't get an email to your personal email. It'll just show up here. So if you want to get an update, let's say while you're at work, you could certainly do that. All right, and so you can change all of that stuff. And don't worry about badges. We're not doing anything with badges this semester. All right. The other tool that we can look at here is emails. And this is exactly what you would think. If you want to send a quick message to me or your classmates, you can do that. It's really, really easy. All you have to do is click Create Message. You put in a subject. Don't forget the subject line. So many students forget that, and it goes to spam, and no one ever reads it. So let's say you need an extension. So extension needed. Now you want to look me up, and hopefully you guys know my first name. But all you have to do is start typing in the first letters, and everyone who starts with a Rich will show up. And there you see, there's a picture of my ugly mug there. And then you could say, Rich, sorry. Right, and so here we can proofread that, make sure I'm not spelling things incorrectly when I'm asking for an extension. And once you're finished with that, you simply click Create Message. Now, what will happen is if you get an email, you'll see a little 1 up there. I'm not sure what that 1 up there for me is, but all right. So once we're finished with that, let's move over to members. All right, so I have a few people on here already. There's the character that I created when I was showing you how to log in. Here's my fake account. Here's my actual account. And I'm not sure who Bow-Legged Duff is. Get that person out unless it's one of you guys. But yes, so those are. But let's say you want to find out. You say, man, the rich guy seems really cool. Let me check him out. Oh yeah, he is a good-looking guy. And you could even stalk me on Facebook, right? Or Google Plus, or LinkedIn, or Twitter, or whatever. Right? So you can find out a little bit about your classmates this way. And you can see the activity that they've done. You can see who I'm following. Oh, here's another cool thing. So you can hit follow, and then whenever I post a new message, that gives you a little alert, so you can see whenever I post something new. So it's kind of a new thing. Let's say if you really like one of your classmates and you really like what they post, you can follow them and you can see some of the cool things that they're posting. Of course, you don't have to, and it's not required, and I'm not quite sure how we can start to use that as a learning tool yet, but give me time and I'll figure something out. All right, so that's all we have for members. So let's go back, and at any time as you're navigating, we have these little links right here. And so you can always, to go home, you click there, and you can go anywhere within that menu. All right, so quickly I'll go through some of these boards that I have set up. So I have the syllabus board, and so let's start there. So here's all of my information on the syllabus. So let's say I want to see what's the tentative schedule. What are we doing this semester? Well, here's all the information that of the tentative schedule that we're doing. Again, not necessarily important, but let's see, you want to do a course description. What is this course all about? You can read through that. So yes, so we have that, and I don't have these posted up there because I'm still working on them, but these will be posted hopefully by Monday. You'll be able to review the papers that you're going to be writing. Now, you're not going to post those there. You're going to post these in Sakai under the Dropbox menu. So you'll be able to post your information there, but don't worry about that right now. Right now we just want to learn the discussion board. All right, like I said, I'll also have links to your quiz. Any new announcements I'll post up here as well as on Sakai. But the bulk of our work will be here in the week discussions. So each day, 4 days a week, I'll post a new discussion forum where I'll ask you to do something. And so day one's really not an ideal day, but let me click on day 2. And so you can see here, I have, looks like 5 different questions, and I have today's reading. So click on here, and here is my opening reading, right? So, or my opening post. So it says today's reading comes from the book Fame Junkie by Jake Halpern, and here you can click on it. What's cool about this course, you don't have to buy any books. I downloaded PDFs, and all of this stuff is downloadable, so you don't have to buy a book, but you do have to read. So if you just click on this link, I have it stored on our Sakai, and so if it doesn't bring it up directly, it'll probably pull you up with a password, a username and password. You'll use your Sakai password here. I know that seems a little confusing, but I have to store the articles on a school website because of legal purposes. Where am I at? All right, so I've done that. I've read all my articles. It's really good stuff. And now I go through. Let me go back here. One of the things it says throughout the day, respond to at least 3 of my peers and 3 questions. All right, so let's go back to day 2, and I can see here are the 5 different questions. So I can kind of try to judge based on the topics. So I say, all right, blame the parents. So I read this, and I come up with a really good response. Responses should be between 100, 200 words. And I don't sit there and count, but that's generally a good post is about 100 words. So I'm just going to post. This is usually what I get there. All right, so once I like this, I can post a quick reply. The other thing you could do if you hit reply is you could have all of your, if you want to bold something or you want to attach a picture or anything like that. But most of the time we don't do that, so you can just do the quick post. But once you're done, you just hit create. And you can see there is my weird looking face. It says that I made 2 posts, and I've replied to them. All right, and now I like this. I give a thumbs up. That was a cool answer, so I'll do that. All right. So hopefully, now here's another thing that you might want to do. So let's say you want to reply to your peer. Well, the first thing you might want to do is hit quote. All right, and what happens then is it'll pull up your chat thread, and then you could post your quote there. So let's say you want to reply to that. That's cool. And you hit create post, and there you go. And you see it added another post there, so it shows I'm engaging in discussions. And you could read that, and you could see, oh look, cool, you replied to your peer. All right. And so that's basically it. I don't think I have anything else that I want to add. Of course, you can mess around with this and explore. There's all kinds of little cool things that you could do with this discussion forum. But at the core, all I really want you to do is participate and engage in discussion. Again, if you have any questions or if you feel lost or you need help, feel free to give me a call or to send me an email. I'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. All right. Well, good luck with all this, and I can't wait to get started with our discussions.